Well, this is it. Tomorrow night, Ring of Honor will host. We'll be heading down here to Concord, North Kakalaki, the Cabarrus Event Arena and Event Center. This time, the arena portion. For Best in the World 2016. 8 matches have been set up on the card. Opening match, the one I think is going to kick off the show, Tornado Rules 6-man tag match. The team of War Machine and Moose go 3-on-3 with the Bullet Club, represented by current 2/3 of the current IWGP Never Openweight 6-man tag team champions and the new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team champs, Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, and Adam Cole, baby! Who joined the group as of last month at Global Wars, when they more or less ruined the end of the match between Colt Cabana and Jay Lethal over the ROH World title. I'm going to say Bullet Club wins this one. I've got nothing against War Machine or Moose. I mean, Moose and Rowe are 2 of my Facebook buddies, but I don't see them coming out on top on this one. ACH versus Silas Young, a clash of what it means to be a man. Silas views ACH as too much of a little kid, because ACH is an otaku. He plays a lot of video games. He watches anime. Big whoop. I'm a little older than ACH, and I do all those things too, Silas. You're gonna jump on me for not being a man and not having a job? Fine. You're just too much. Maybe you're just too much of a man. And you're not even an actual man who doesn't want to admit his mistakes. I say ACH wins. Though I don't see this really hindering Silas's momentum, as Saturday night he and the Beer City Bruiser challenge whoever the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions are coming out of this event. But I'll get to that in a minute. Kyle O'Reilly versus Kamitachi. O'Reilly has a world title shot coming up the same night of the television tapings. So who wins this one? O'Reilly, just to give him a little momentum to face whoever the Ring of Honor World Champion is coming out of Best in the World. Next up, Roderick Strong faces one half of the new IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, Mark Briscoe. Mark has always said that Roddy views him as too much as a kid brother, which is ironic considering that Mark, like Jay, has been with Ring of Honor since day one. Granted, Mark didn't start his career. Jay got a 6-month head start on his career over Mark, because at the time, Mark couldn't wrestle while being under the age of 18 in Pennsylvania. It wasn't until the company decided to go to Boston for a show in August of 2002 that he got his chance to wrestle. Then he got to make his debut. I'm going to say Chicken wins this one. Mark Briscoe comes out on top. It could be a good match. Next up, Ring of Honor World Tag Titles are on the line. Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels, The Addiction, defend against the reunited Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. Here we go. These 2 teams have fought quite a few times in TNA. At least to the best of my knowledge. This will be the first time the Guns have competed as a tag team on a pay-per-view in a regular 2-on-2 match in almost 6 years. And the first time in Ring of Honor since Supercard of Honor 5, when they made a failed challenge against the Kings of Wrestling for the Ring of Honor tag titles. On one hand, I'm torn up on this one. On one hand, my pick is going to be a bit heads or tails. On the one hand, It's too soon to take the belts off the Addiction. Granted, they took the titles from War Machine through trickery rather than actual skill, through actual, fair play. But on the other hand, it would be something if the Guns would finally get those tag titles in their first match back together as a tag team, 2-on-2 on pay-per-view. So I say winners and new Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions will be the Motor City Machine Guns. TV title match. Bobby Fish, the new TV champion, defending against Dalton Castle. It's too soon to take the belt off of Bobby, so the infamous one comes out on top on this one. Though this is a contrast of personalities. He's more than anything else. Next up, Jay Lethal in a rematch, 1 year in the making, for the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight title. The champion Jay Lethal defends against the other half of the new IWGP Heavyweight Tag Champs, Jay Briscoe. 370 days. That's how long it's been since Jay Lethal has had the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight title. And tomorrow night, he faces the man he beat for the title in Terminal 5 1 year ago. So who comes out on top in this one? I don't know. My head is saying Lethal, but my heart is pleading that Briscoe finally puts Lethal in his place and wins the title back. And he becomes the first 3-time Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. And cuts Jay's bid for cracking the top 5 of longest Ring of Honor World Championship runs short. So I'm going out on a limb. Upset pick. Jay Briscoe walks away from Concord a 3-time Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. Finally, the match that's going to, in my opinion, close out the show. Unsanctioned Fight Without Honor. BJ Whitmer versus Steve Corino. This match was originally set up for Final Battle. Unfortunately, Corino had to undergo neck surgery. And this was after Whitmer had recovered from ACL surgery. And in that time, Whitmer has done everything to push Corino's buttons. From enlisting Steve's eldest son, Colby, into the decade, to constantly verbally attacking Steve's character, the kind of man Steve Corino is, to even going as far as stalking Corino's wife, Jordan, and his 3-year-old son, Beckham, or Bex. All of which have gone way over the line. When you bring someone's family into a personal vendetta, there's no turning back. And a fight without honor is the only way I see this match. This feud coming to an end. Almost 3 years now, Corino and Whitmer have thrown verbal jabs at each other. Whitmer has been throwing a lot of mental jabs at Steve in the past year. But now it's coming to an end. Because this is unsanctioned, it's going to close out the show. My pick to win, the king of old school, Steve Corino, and he finally shuts Whitmer up. Once and for all. That's all I've got for today. I'll be going to the show. Hopefully I'll be posting photos up on my Facebook page. Catch you on the flip side. Peace.